changes that have taken place, I'm still trying to get a way to find out when people are around. Because either I'm around, nobody's around, or other people are around, I really don't know what's going on. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So this is what's going on as far as California. It's, we also want to explain what some of these tags mean. Really, actually, it's all of it's going to come up now. Because this was, that's what we chose. So we can change that over. It starts off with the different procedures that are in place as it pertains to California. Now, I have the main procedures listed here, but I'm also trying to segregate my procedures as opposed to Florida. Because what I'm doing, I believe, well, what Florida's doing things a little differently too, because the way they're using frequency, they're really tapping into the frequency system of RTS, which originally I planned on doing in California, but then I realized I had too much work to do, and I really didn't want to get into. I got enough logistics issues as it is right now with various car types not showing up, my intermodal facilities not getting enough. There's all kinds of logistics that I have to deal with eventually. You name it, there's just a whole list of things to do. I think this is becoming a job that's paying money. And now I'm getting to the point where this is why I'm saying I'm going to the point now where I'm not spending as much time on this anymore. I really want to go back to work. I had my week away. There's been times where I just don't think this week. It's crazy. But today, the service did this afternoon. I was going to go on and, I had a midnight sleep and all. Didn't do too much last night. But anyways, this is listing every single tab. First, let's start with the clocks here. I'm located in southern Ontario, not too far, I guess you could say, between Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and Alberta, USA. So I'm in the Eastern Standard or Eastern Daylight Time as it is right now. I have to update this actually when Daylight Savings Time goes into effect. The server I do not update. So what you'll see on the server, it represents Pacific Standard Time. So it doesn't go to Pacific Daylight Time. So it is actually 4 hours difference right now between East and Pacific. So when I started recording this a few minutes after I last refreshed this page. This here is the cycle time, and there's more information on the cycle. If you're not too sure what it is, you can go into the cycle there and it'll tell you. So that's fine. What else here? So the reason why that's important, and I put this in red, is the available time, which is a new feature that I'm starting. I started rolling it into Barstow over here. As you can see, there's some switching time available today for Barstow. I haven't really assigned anything as a yard master. I don't think anybody's assigned anything, so it's kind of a free-for-all right now. So if people go in and there's nothing been assigned, you have that time available. So if you want to find something to do, that's you're totally within your realm to do that, because if the yard master or myself admits or whatever, we do not update and give you anything to do, you're basically, it's a free flow, it's available. I got 345 minutes available in Bakersfield Yard right now. However, that's also pending on the NSF SJPR. I'm going to try to work on that today. I'm trying to get, there's so much changes and so much guides and all this other crap that goes on with every train on the system. It's getting to the point where it's too much. I've got myself and 2 other admins, and they do a great job, but they're only here so much time, and I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of spending 8 hours a day on this. As I've said before in previous videos, we lost at least 1 key member, and that changed everything. spawn trains out of thin air, except for trains that come into the territory, and they're always waybill generated. So every car has a purpose. And what you see here now, what I'm doing is, so instead of going through all these tabs, I'm trying to make it a little bit easier if you're looking for a particular train to run. Now, we group it in the starting points. So, for example, the AKMA is everything that comes from BNSF Bakersfield. And here's a countdown. So now you don't have to go through all these tabs to find a train that's available. Of course, you can use the external dispatcher. That's always an option. And you can go through and you can see a train and take it from there. But you should be going through and making sure that there's no work available for that train. Some trains now, we're getting more and more trains that are going to start working yards pretty soon. Because some of the train sizes are getting a little too big, coming out of West Colton and Barstow. So we want to start getting some of the logistics going where cars are moving north and west from Bakersfield. So there's going to be more work probably taking place in Bakersfield. Right now, Vancouver, Washington is one, and El Paso is the other. We're trying to have it so it works both ways. So anytime you have a Vancouver train, it works in Bakersfield both ways. Anytime you have the RV to EP train, that is El Paso, Texas, to I think it's Lewiston. I'm not sure. But whatever. But it comes through, it switches you to Bakersfield both ways now. So I don't have one that does North Platte. I'm going to assume our traffic North Platte and take it someplace else. I can't have every train switching, otherwise people are throwing trains because they're not going to know what to do. A lot of people want to run mainline trains. The reason why we haven't set up so many working trains in Bakersfield is for that reason. I wanted to make sure that people aren't afraid to spot a train and run it from A to B, and that seems to be going pretty good. As you can see right now, we have 4 trains that are released from the NSF. We got 9 from the European, and then we got 2 changes throughout the system. I already told you about the 345 minutes that's available in the NSF right now. Hopefully I'll get one in here because they seem to be comfortable with switching. It seems like about 2 or 3 guys that are comfortable and others I'm not too sure about. But I'll post a message about that later on. Stuff that's out of Barstow, we got 1 train that's released, we got 5 crew changes. The crew changes, of course, are trains along the line getting towards their destination. I already told you about the hump. And then you have other ones like the Needle Cell has 3 crew changes. It has 5 releases right now. Not all of these are essential trains either. I'm just listening to totals and I'm worried about essential or whatever. We do appreciate it's for essential trains, but of course, if you want to run the automatic train, it has no bearing on the system. That's up to you to provide those as well. We may have to increase the cycle back, but I'm not going to do this cycle. So that's about it for now. There's not too much more to say about that. Other than, I'll show you briefly what's going on with some of these yards. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to set up the schedule. What you used to see, for those of you that used to see the various jobs, you used to see BNSF Edison and UP Edison used to be shown here. Now that Fresno Bakersfield to Bakersfield, that's a spawn train. So back bar 3 is still a built train. I gotta change that because we have those 2. That's not the same. Okay, we got a train that's been in build status for 5 days now. I don't have a count as far as how many are built. I guess I should start showing that. I should put that more in the yard form or whatever. So the yard forms are also available too. it's great. I've said in the past, if an event's on, that's great. But there is sometimes, in some situations, the event may not have the most current information. And I might be in the middle of working on something. So it's great, and the event wing should be able to give you a short answer. If it's something that's complicated, or you need, which takes a lot of chat messages, it's better to post a message in the forum. Because then what happens is, not only will the event see it and be able to comment on it, but I will be able to see it and comment on it. And that's one thing I will continue to do, regardless of my interest and how many times I want to run trades, etc., etc. I check the forums always, at least on a daily, multiple times a day. I will check the forums and make sure that the place is up there. So, yeah. So what we were doing is we're trying to basically set it up. We're way behind. We're still at the 500 mark, as you can see. If you go back over to the welcome screen right now, we're at 10:55. So we're way behind that. That's why you see 45 minutes ago. Everything's tagged, everything's ready to go. I just haven't. It's something that basically I haven't felt like running that much. I'm kind of waiting to see if some of the essential stuff like Barstow, if somebody's around for that. If not, I really don't know. Honestly, I really don't know who's available at what times. That's something I really want to start addressing. Because I'm just around, I'm available. It's either dead or it's people who are running mainline trades. And it's great that people are running mainline trades. I don't mind running mainline trade once in a while, but my meetings that are there's a lot of switching that has to be done to keep the current cycle. We're going to put that probably back to the cycle. And unfortunately, I don't think you guys come anytime soon. Just yet. So, that's all I got to say for now. I'm just rambling on. But just wanted to show you that. That's available, and